Frosty creators! Welcome back to Flosstube! As always, you guys are such genuine gems for joining me. Thank you for coming along today. A huge welcome back to all of my returning subscribers and viewers. You guys know you mean the world to me, and it absolutely makes my day each and every time you drop a cheeky little like or leave me a comment so that I can have a chat with you. It really fills my cup to hear from you guys and see that you're enjoying the videos. And of course, a big hi, hello, how are you? To anyone that might be new and have just found me, welcome to the channel. I hope that you like what you see and you find a reason to stay and hang out with all of us. My name is Miss Chloe, and this is my corner of the internet where I get to share all things cross-stitch with you guys. Today is the first video after my whip parade, so I've had a little bit of time to stitch. It's been about 2 weeks since I saw you all last, and I can't wait to show you what I've been working on. I have 5 projects to share with you. 2 of them are finishes, 2 of them are new starts, 1 is a continuation, and then I have a tiny baby squeak of haul just to share with you guys as well that I think is going to be really great. Really great, because I found something and it perfectly encapsulates Chloe. So I had to get it, and then I have to share it with you guys, of course, because it's funny. So the first thing I'm going to show you are my 2 finishes. First up, we have Lucky 2024. This one is by The World in Stitches over on Instagram and was their freebie for the Year of the Dragon, which is this year, of course. I did this one in about 3 days, I think. She is on a black 14 count Aida and she's just finished in a little hoop. I'm sure a few of you will have noticed there is a spare peg. It's empty. That's where she's gonna live for the year, so you'll get to see her a lot. This one was really quick and really satisfying to do. There's a lot of back stitching in it, but it's not scary. I promise you it's not scary. These bits with the ladder on them, they need to be done as straight back stitch. So 1 hole, 1 hole, 1 hole, 1. You know the drill, the normal back stitch way. This beautiful shape here, this big curve that goes around the body of our dragon, that can be done with couching. Couching is a technique that I very strongly recommend you all look into if you haven't already. I learned it late last year and it was an absolute game changer for my stitching. I enjoy couching very much more than backstitch. I just find it's a bit easier. So it's where you lay your thread out from point A to point B over the top of your work. And then you come up in point C to drag it into the space you want. So if you need it to be a triangle, you can drag it straight down. If you need it to be a little curved, you can start making the incisions around it so that it comes up and it has a little track, but you don't pull down really hard so it doesn't go back into the fabric itself. It just sits smoothly on top and it looks really nice, really nice. I think couching should be something that's celebrated and something that's shared a little more. So I am definitely going to tell you guys about it when I get the chance. But for this particular work, it was a really nice thing to do. It just made it so much faster and so much easier on my hands. I didn't have to split the Aida as much. I didn't have to worry about it. It was nice and easy. So I highly recommend that one. The next thing I finished this year was a sunburnt Christmas from Fiddlesticks. I didn't need any nagging, you guys. I did it. I finished it all by my own. Here's a close-up so you can have a really good look because this piece is a little bit bigger. So this is a sunburnt Christmas. It's designed by Fiddlesticks AU. I did it on a 32 count linen and it was called Ceramic Rose. I'm not sure who the dyer is. I lost the piece of paper with that information on it. It was on a post-it note. Whoopsies. But that's okay. I really, really enjoyed stitching this one. I did this as a stitch along with 2 of my friends on Instagram, which were Stitched by Liz. Over there, she has an underscore. Over here on Flosstube, she does not. So you can find her in both places if you want to check out her work. And the ever lovely Mel Rouvray, who has like the most bomb hair. It's just amazing. It looks like a sunset. So we started this one together on Christmas Eve. We had a little chat going just over on Instagram, a little like group messenger thing. And it was called the Zero Chill Starts Club because one of them had a post up on their stories and it just said, because we have zero chill, we're going to start this on Christmas Eve. Who wants to buy it and do a stitch along with us? And of course I went, hi, I would like to stitch along. Do I have other stitch alongs I should be finishing? Yes. Am I gonna put them away and pretend they don't exist? Yes. Am I gonna join another one? You bet. So I got real excited for an unofficial stitch along with two of my buddies. I love that this is a sunburnt Christmas. This is just, it's just so perfect for where I live. Because of course I live in Adelaide. It's hot here. It's hot here at Christmas. It's always dry. You know, sometimes Christmas will devolve into just being an outdoor barbecue because why not? That's what you do in summer. You put some snags on the barbie and you sit outside. So often we'll do that. If we're here, we go swimming for Christmas Day at my in-laws' place because they have a pool. And it's just really, really different to the Christmases that we see on TV and a lot of the Christmases that we see portrayed in cross stitch, they're all winter scenes. So to have this piece that actually really represented where we are and what we experienced for Christmas, it was just so nice. I cannot wait to work out how to finish this guy so that he can sit on my Christmas table at the end of this year with my family. If you have ideas on how I should finish him, please let me know. Please let me know because I am on a journey this year. I want to learn finishing. And I will try and get him done this year. The next thing I've got to show you is something that you've seen before. It was featured in my whip parade, so I know you've seen it unrolled. This is the Villains Mugshot Stitch Along by Abby Sue Designs. It's so pretty. So we've got the Queen of Hearts up there grinning like nobody's business, and we are a quarter of the way through Captain Hook. Poor old fella does not have a head yet. I'll get to him, I promise. I promise. So instead of working on the main villains lately, I have been trying to get this line of frames in because I don't like doing the frames. I want them out of the way. And there's so many. There's like 15, you guys. There's a lot of frames on this thing. So I have to do all these frames and then I have to fill in all their nameplates because I made a bad decision. But I have to do that, and then of course I have to backstitch all their names and stuff into it. So there's a lot of work in just the frame area. But I have put in this entire frame and this part of this frame and all of this guy, and I think a little bit of him. So I've done a decent amount on it. I'm pretty happy with how it's looking. I do love this one. So this is on an 18 count Aida called Welcome to the Jungle by Color Cascades. And I think it's just perfect. It's beautiful. I love the lime green for the villains being one of their unofficial colors. I think it's just excellent. I am stitching this one 2 over 1, so 2 strands of thread over 1 square or 1 space. And I'm just going to keep working through the frame. So if I get this frame here finished, I'll try and get Captain Hook in because I think he needs a head, just a little bit. He needs to be finished. He needs to be finished so that I can move on to the next villain in the line. We have had quite a few out, I'm sure you can see. I believe at the moment we are up to Yzma. So I think we've got something like 2 or 3 villains left. I am on villain number 4 and very proud of it. I love that I'm working on him. I'm doing okay. I'm a long way behind in this stitch along, but it is very chunky. There's quite a few split stitches in here. So there's 3/4 stitches and things like that, which do of course take longer being on Aida because you have to use a sharp needle or lots of force, and I'm pretty clumsy, so I have stabbed myself just a little bit with this project and had to put it down. But I am hoping in the next few weeks to get a bit more done on this. So as I said, I want to get this one in and I want to get him finished. Thank the heavens we have a Disney Plus option for the fandom stitching this year, because our theme is the Sensational 6. So we've got all Disney prompts all year round. We've got Disney movies. It's amazing. It's a great Facebook group. run by Sean. You should definitely go and check it out if you feel like stitching and being part of a community and a team. So you stitch everything up and you earn points. But this year's Disney Plus option means that if you have a whip that's Disney themed, you get more points because you don't have to worry about penalties. None of my projects ever seem to fit the prompts. So being able to pull this out and do my weeklies on it and get the same amount of points if I'd fit the prompt is just really nice. I don't have to stitch twice as much to get the same amount of points. So I really love that. Thank you so much, Sean. The group is so welcoming and just so lovely, and it's just a great place. Go join it if you want to be part of the team community. That's really, really fun. We've got some needle minders on here, so I will run you through them really quick. This one is from Ginger Stitch AU. This one is the lovely ladies over at the Black Needle Society. And this one came in another Black Needle Society box. This is from back to the 80s and it is by the Rebel Stitcher. And of course the grime guard that I'm using on this one is my custom villains one, which I got done for this stitch along. It's got, you know, Hades and Dr. Facilier and the Queens and all of the guys across it. This was made for me over at Frog and Tink. The next thing I've got to show you guys is a brand new start, and it's on a new type of frame for me. So new all around, right? This itty bitty tiny baby thing here has taken me 3 days. This is the Scary Sampler from Heartstrings Samplery. Here is a close-up so you can have a look at the stitching I've actually done on her. I am doing this as a stitch along because of course I am. But I'm doing this as a stitch along with my friend Amy from Frog and Tink. She suggested that we start this on the 13th of each month and we stitch it for approximately 5 days because it fits like the scary spooky numbers being 13. And we thought that that was really, really fun. So I'm doing this on a 28 count even weave, and I am doing this as 1/1. So those stitches are tiny, tiny. They're so cute. But don't get anything wrong if you're doing 1/1 on 28 count, because it's really hard to unpick. Like, makes you want to cry a little bit, kind of hard to unpick. Don't do it. Trust me. Trust me. Don't, just don't. Don't unpick that. Work around your mistake. Work it in. Pray that my border meets up, please. I'm gonna need it. I am not sure what the fabric itself is called because I lost the little sticker when Amy gave me fabric. But I remember it's a Spygart. So that's good. We started this one, as I said, on the 13th of the month, and I will be working through it for 5 days worth of stitching time, and then it will go away until next month. But I am really, really enjoying it. The picture itself is really fun. There's so many little Easter eggs in it. I just really love it. I think it's going to be such a good piece to put up on my wall, considering how much I love sci-fi and pop culture. All right, the last piece that I have to show you guys is another new start. It doesn't look like much, and it's only tiny. It's 4 lines of black right now. So this is about 40 squares. Because I really wanted to get this started. So this is gonna be Mothman Believes in You, which is a little tiny pattern by Sprite Stitch. My friend Amy is also responsible for this one, right? She stitched it and showed it to me, and I got just a tiny bit obsessed. Just a tiny bit. It's really fun, it's really cute. And I like the idea of this giant mythical being believing in me and having faith that I can do things. So I had to do it. I have to stitch it. It is done as 2 strands over 1 square, so 2/1 in the called for DMC at this point in time. I will be switching out the red though. The red is beautiful and it's kind of perfect against all that black. So the red called for here is the bright Christmas red, that 666 color. However, my friend Amy found red rayon, so that his eyes are also a little bit shiny, and it just gives him something so extra that I had to get some from her because I need to do that too. I cannot wait to put him up and actually get to the red so that I can see that contrast in there. I think he's gonna look so good on the yellows and oranges. He is flying at me from the sunset with his belief in me, and I think that that's just the best. I love him so much. I do not know what count this fabric is. It was gifted to me. It was gifted to me. It didn't have a count tag. It went in the box, and I just thought it looked nice, so I picked it out today to do this to do this project on my lunch break at work. So in the next few weeks, I'm hoping to get a little bit more of him done. I'm hoping to get some new starts in as well. So as you guys who have been here for a little bit would have seen, on December 25th, Christmas Day, I got the celebration packet in my nice list, which is an all year stitch along. So I still haven't started January because of course I haven't. I had things to do and I kept telling myself no. And now I feel like I'm behind because so many people have finished January and mine's just sitting there ready to go. So I'm going to hopefully start that one and have that for you in the next couple of weeks to show you some updates and some things like that, because that's really, really cute. I want to get some more done on the scary sampler. I've done 3 days so far. I've got 2 days left. So hopefully I can get a decent amount of progress in on that one. I am finding that one hard to move fast on just because of the small count. My eyes aren't quite used to it yet, but we are getting somewhere. I'm getting more and more practiced with it, and I'm feeling more confident each time I go back to the work. However, my eyes are still screaming at me and saying, no, you have a headache and you need to stop, girl. Stop. So hopefully that will stop soon and I can get some solid progress done on it, because Amy is a speed demon and she is way ahead of me. She's also started in the bottom corner. So if you go and check out her Instagram, Amy in the Valley, you can have a look at like just the difference between the two sides and where you start. It's really cool. It's really cool. I love it. I can't wait until we meet in the middle. It's going to be really fun. So I said I'd show you a tiny little squeak of haul because I got things and they were really cool, right? So the first thing I want to show you is this brand new project bag I got. Look at this thing. It's so pretty. It's got maps of Westeros. It's got all of the houses on the back. I love it so much. This was gifted to me by my friend Lynn. She is Lynn X Stitch Creates here. She does make project bags and sell them as well. She is also on Instagram. But she came to Adelaide and I got to hang out with her for a few hours on Tuesday after work. We went to the beach. It was really nice. My favorite place is Glenelg Jetty. I just love walking down it and staring out across the ocean and then sneaking back to the bar for a cheeky cocktail that also overlooks the ocean. So it was just a really nice thing to share with her and her husband John, because our time was quite limited. They had to get back to the ship and things like that. So it was really nice just to see them and hang out and have a proper chat. 10 out of 10, I recommend meeting your friends from the internet. It's amazing. It's amazing. But yeah, she gifted me this project bag and I just love it so much. I love it so much. So, you know, I've got to have a new start to put in it. I do have a couple of Game of Thrones charts on my wish list. So I'm gonna have to have a look through them all and pick one out to go with my bag as its very first project. I think that's only fitting and only fair. The other thing I only got 2 things, it's only tiny, but the other thing I got is this super cute needle minder. So to give you some backstory, I am a girl who is addicted to coffee. You think one of those summer iced latte girls that's always got one on the go and says yes to another one before she's even finished? That's me. I'm that girl. I got told that I was a much more normal person when I drank coffee, and more people would come and chat to me and they thought I was more laid back and more chill and more relaxed. So I started drinking more coffee. And then I found this. This says, coffee helps me mimic socially acceptable behavior. This is from Inchwen Designs, and it's just the most perfect needle minder for me because that's exactly what coffee does. It makes me like the normies. So as soon as I saw it, I had to get it. I saw it first on Facebook. Someone had posted their work with it stuck there, and I immediately inboxed like 3 people and I was like, find this, I need it. And I'm quite impressed. This got to me within about 3 days. I ordered this 3 days ago and it's already here. I didn't ask for express shipping. I paid for normal, but like she got it done so quick for me. It was amazing. The customer service was wonderful. And I'm just really happy with it. It's a good size. The magnet seems strong, and the magnet on the back is all covered too, so it's like super nice to hold on to. It's not rough. And I'm really happy with that. So definitely check her out, give her some love. That's Inchworm Designs over on Etsy. She has some very cool pop culture stuff too, so I know a lot of you guys will love what she does. All right, so that's everything from me this week, you guys. Thank you for coming along. Thank you for hanging around. It's so good to have seen you today. I'll see you again in 2 weeks with another update. Hopefully I've worked on all those projects. If you see me on Instagram and I'm not working on those things, tell me off. You have my permission. Make me accountable. I said I was going to do things to show you, and I'd better do them. But until next time, you guys stay safe, you be happy, and you craft something beautiful. Bye, crafty creators.